Hi there, interior designer Place here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm building a family home that has 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. This family house is part of a new series that I'm starting today. Rebuilding Foundry Cove it's called, and it's in Willow Creek here, next to this redeveloped train line as they call it. In total there will be 5 builds, because there are of course 5 plots here. So please look out for the other ones coming in the following weeks. So as you can see here, as the house is taking shape, it's a combination of classic and modern elements, and it's slightly inspired by the Presbytery style. And it just took me a while to figure out all the doors and windows to really come to the vibe that I wanted this house to give off. And so this whole redevelopment had for me this very strong sense of community. I wanted to build this new community here with a strong group feeling and a feeling of openness. I imagine this house and the other houses here knowing each other, children hanging out with each other, biking together to school and so on, as a really tight community. And we moved on to the kitchen now, which I think worked out really well. These new cabinets from the new interior design pack really give this inviting hue, and I could really see myself having my morning coffee here overlooking the river. Also, you will see throughout the build that this house is, in the sense of clutter items, quite empty. And that is because I wanted it to be easily customizable to your Sims needs. And you will also see this in all the other builds coming. They're quite standardized, in the sense that the kitchens are the same, as would also happen in a real project when you build a redevelopment like this, that you basically design or pick one design for one kitchen, and you would reuse this throughout the whole process. And also, I would actually like to ask you, since this is one of the first videos, I'm interested in feedback from anyone watching, and maybe a like if you like it and want to see more content like this. That would be great. So moving on to the living room, I really also wanted to use these new couches, these new modular couches coming in this latest pack. And I changed them to this very, very bright yellow, which will really make this room pop. Also in the screenshot you will see it will really make this room pop, and will create this lovely contrast with actually the walls, but also with the kitchen, with these very soft hues of pastel, and then you have this very intense yellow with these beige walls and the white floorboards and the white windows. I think it worked out extremely well. And I really actually like these new couches, even though I would never have them in my house. I think they work very well. And I also really like these new paintings coming in this new pack. So I could also easily see this if you have more like formal Sims that like to cook, that you could change this room into a formal dining area, because I can imagine that you not always want your guests to sit in the kitchen when you made an absolute mess. So I think that's one of the strengths of this house and all the other houses in this series, is that they're easily customizable, because the rooms don't have very defined shapes. They're just very fluid and very easy. So I put this speaker in this place for some music, so you can lounge in this living room. And then I looked for like a bit of clutter items. I really like this llama I just placed, coming with the new pack. It's really like a funny, cute thing. Also these pots with feathers in is something interesting, which you see a lot in these show houses. Moving on to the front room, in this more bay area, I decided to place the study. also with the new items from the interior design pack. The door you see where I placed the desk now will disappear. So because I made the other area into more a loungy dining area. So again, I work with these very identifiable colors, these very so furniture in very bright colors or in very intense colors as the living room, so you could easily but also recall the rooms, and why I like to give rooms in furniture so in intense colors, because you can more easily change furniture than change wall colors, I find. And then I had a lot of fun with these new modular closets that came also again with the latest pack. I really went all out on it. You will see it throughout the whole house, these new pieces of furniture. And yeah, so this turned a bit into a greenish beige room where I could see the kids doing their homework when they come home from school, or when there's a day of homework, which there's a lot of these days, that you could easily sit there. And then of course I've got a fridge in the kitchen, which you probably would have already noticed. So then I went back and put in the kitchen. And then this room actually took me an extremely long time to figure out, because I wanted to have sort of like a patio area there, or like a washing room, laundry room, and so it took me so long to figure it out, to really decide on what I wanted there. But in the end I decided, you will see, to go with like more a dining loungy area. This is where I had the first idea, but then I go away again, then it comes back. I fortunately cut it out because it's really a long process. But it turns into this cute living area, this seating dining area room, where I really could see the owners of this house sitting with the neighbors, having a drink there while the children play in the garden. Also, this orange room where we're now, as you can see it, is a room which I left a bit blank. There's only this carpet painting and this chair there, because I wanted it to be, again, this customizable thing, so that you could change this room easily into a painter's atelier if you wanted it, or if your Sims are into flower arranging, you could put this bench there. So yeah, that it's easily changeable, and otherwise it's just a second sort of hallway, which I also think is quite cute. So as you see, I removed the door now to the study, and now I turn it into this lounging area, with then the other new couches that came with the new pack. No, but I really imagine the owners sitting there. It's sad that you cannot use couches for real tables. That's why I put the chairs there, and then I put some inside plants, and I imagine that this door could fully open, and then you really have this inside-outside feeling going on. Then we move on to the landscaping a bit, again with these lovely paintings, with the landscaping a bit, where I decided to keep it quite simple, just an outside lounge area there, and on the other side there will be a like outside dining area with these see-through umbrellas, a barbecue area, and then also a pool. So throughout this whole residential complex, actually, or this redevelopment, you will see every time the same elements coming back, the same interior elements, the same couches, inside, outside the kitchen, I already said. And then I moved on to these flower pots, which I found were very typical. You see them a lot in these residential areas. People care a lot about how the facade looks, and I thought this was really fitting to the house. And then whilst I was doing the outside, I found this funny floor which I put upstairs in the children's bedroom. Then I wanted to put some sunbeds, but I decided against it. And there we go, putting in the barbecue with some little counters where you can easily prepare or put the hot dogs or whatever you Sims make on a barbecue. And then I closed it off because I felt, okay, this whole complex is open towards each other too, but maybe not so much towards the street. I would also imagine there being not fully a gated community, but there being like some sort of rules on who can walk on this path. And then I used these trees, which you will see coming back in the screenshots already, in all the other houses. And then you have this very small overhanging area of this roof coming down the side of the house, where you could put the bikes of your Sims, or put something else which you don't really particularly want inside. I don't have the space for, which you can have there. And then we're finally moving upstairs, where I had a lot of fun making the children's bedroom, something I normally don't invest much time in, but here I actually really had fun making it. And so I wanted this rooftop also to have a bit this eco vibe, to put some grass on there, to really to have the children being able to play there, even though it wouldn't be completely safe. Thank God the Sims aren't too bothered with that. And then I used this new bunk bed which came with the latest patch, and then a small desk for the children. I would imagine that one of the children is like close to going to university, so that the other child could have the room to himself or herself. And then you have next to it is then more like a toddler's room with a lot of toys in it, and a lot of like these cute wall murals actually. And then I put like this little kiddie pond on the roof there. Yeah, so here we then make it into this toddler room with this funny bear couch, and then some shelving, and then some toys for the child to play. Yeah, I think it worked out fine. It's not the most imaginative room. None of them particularly are for the bedrooms, because I feel that for your Sims you will have probably a story, so then a standard room normally does not work very well. You always customize it more. So yeah, I put these curtains in there, which I think make the room pop a little, and then this light, because I don't want the toddlers to have nightmares. And then I chose this very bright pink flooring, and then onto the master bedroom, where I again had a lot of fun creating a dressing with these with these modular things which came with the latest pack. And yeah, I wanted to have this vanity mirror there, but then space-wise I was a bit constrained. So I put this chaise longue there, where I could see you read or have like a quiet moment to yourself before getting up, or just before going to bed, or putting some clothes on, whatever. And then I used this new open dressing, which I like a lot. I said this a lot during this video already, but with some clothing on it, which are actually actual wardrobes. And then I moved the couch because I hate when it clips with curtains so much. So yeah, then we're moving on to the bedroom, what am I saying? The bathrooms, where I actually really wanted to put this bath, but then space-wise it didn't work, so I decided to go for a shower in all the rooms. I think this is the shower from Jungle Adventure, which I think works very well with this very intense blue. And then I wanted to make this other one bigger, because again I wanted to go for a bath, but then that also didn't work, so then I just went with a very simple bathroom, where you would then for the children I would probably imagine, and the other one would be for the parents. So whatever you decide is the constellation of the family living there. and then that's the landing, which is very simple, could be changed into like an artistic area. And then I put some trash cans outside, because I found this added to this residential vibe, and some plants here in the middle, which create this somehow interesting entrance to this house. And it's a terrain paint. I think it does wonders and creates really realism in the building, and some drain pipes. Yeah, again, for realism and for clutter items. So yeah, onto the screenshots. This is it. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.